That's right. I was gonna show you my breakfast, like what I like to have for with my when I open my salmon up. So let me show you. Um, yeah, it's kind of odd. So yeah, let me just go ahead and thought I had it here. I don't know what happened. Oh, here we go. It's like I had another video of me eating the other stuff, but yeah, I've been eating a lot more because it just the energy is all over the place. Like there's no consistent way that I'm using energy. It's like I'm not doing too physical or whatever, so it's kind of hard to do what I used to do, you know. So the way I'm using energy is all over the place, so as to be able to actually get whatever I want to get done. You know, that's the problem with being productive in general, where all you're focused on is being productive, rather than figuring out a system. If you figure out a system that seems to work better than not having a system, that would basically allow you to use your energy more efficiently, and you won't have to gain a lot of weight because you don't have to just like try to get random types of food in you all the time, you know, or like you won't feel like you can't use your energy or whatever because you just, you know, because you'll know what you're going to be doing, stuff like that, and how much energy you're going to be outputting, stuff like that. So it's great when you gotta have things channeled. But this renovation will get done soon, and then I'll be able to get back to the old ways of doing stuff. Now, somebody mentioned balance, so now I kind of understand. You know, one of my friends from Canada, what that really means. What that really means is that you're able to use your energy efficiently and not have any drawbacks. So meaning that if I wanted to balance with what I'm doing, it would be really hard. I would basically have to plan, like for when I'm doing the thin set stuff, for those type of tiles, I would have to plan towards getting a team of people that are gonna, you know, do all this stuff, and then I might be out another 2 or 3 months before that can happen. So it's like, do I really want that to happen? No, I'm willing to sacrifice a few pounds, like gaining some weight, or what have you, and you know, just kind of trying to get the energy in random ways so that I can do it myself, you know. And oh yeah, so I'm using some turmeric and some thyme and putting this in there, and then I'm gonna put some, you know, salt in there. So yeah, I mean, the thing about this is that, yeah, sure, I mean, like, you're not going to be able to do everything yourself, but like there is a limit. But like when it comes to this, like, yeah, I mean, it's like you know, I'm in a position where it's like I have to, pretty much. So I mean, I'm almost done, so it's all good. But I didn't really see this coming, you know. So because like for me, like the deal with doing all that tile and stuff like that, the tile, okay, it's not that bad. Like when I was doing it over here, I was able to take my time. And the same thing with this, I was generally able to take my time. It's better than plumbing. But when it comes to something like that, where you're trying to cover a large area, so maybe I could cut it down, the work, but a larger area. So I put macadamia nut oil in here. You're going to be there for about an hour or to 2 hours, like what I did today, just to like try to, you know, like you're trying to be very, you know, mechanical about it. You're trying to push it in. You're trying to use all your energy. It's a combination of mental and physical, and being precise about how you move the tiles in there and stuff like that. And so as a result, and then what I do is I like to like have a little bit, and then I put more in it. As a result, like it always feels like, I mean, it requires a lot of energy, a lot more energy than other things. Perhaps like if you're just vacuuming or something, there might be some precision work involved, but it's not like tiling, like where you have this large area, because you also have to go fast too. You're like, I can't take a break here. It's like you're like in a performance, like you're doing something with an instrument. So you got to be like super careful and make sure everything's together. So But that's the same thing with a lot of different types of work. So what I'm saying is, I might be going from that to doing something in engineering, which is completely different use of energy because you're sitting down. But it's still kind of energy, you know. So everything is kind of out of whack, which causes me to gain weight. Because if I don't get those other forms of energy, like some sugar or something like that, not necessarily sugar, but like some kind of carbs, or maybe, I don't know, maybe even more of it, and maybe if I have more insulin too, for some reason that might actually give me more energy. And in a different way. So all these things kind of add up to where it allows me to get the job done. Because like if I was just sticking to my old ways, to my ways that I do with just with work, where I'm just sitting down and thinking about stuff and coming up with solutions from that. What happens if you translate that into the physical realm? For some reason, like you'll start to try to do something, and then like you'll just kind of like mentally pass out, and then you'll make random stupid mistakes. You're like, I can't get that, and then you end up taking 2 hours. It's happened to me several times. So this is why I'm gaining weight. I mean, I'm not going to Jack in the Box or anything, but it's about eating more, the times I eat, and then a little bit more sugar and carbs. So I gained about 8 pounds, but you know, I'm fine with it. It's so short term, but I still feel healthy. So yeah, this tastes so good. Macadamia nut.